Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 70682. This is the Spinjitzu Slam for J. This is the last of the Spinjitzu Slam single packs. I still have the double pack, which I'll have to get eventually. But we have one instruction booklet. It's in one of the Spinjitzu Slam style packages, which, you know, these have always looked relatively fine. This particular one is a used copy, or I guess not used, but like, it had been previously opened. I bought it from Amazon warehouse deals. It was like $5.50. So I was like, yeah, sure. This is my least favorite of the three single packs, just based on, you know, the images of everything. So I didn't want to spend as much on this one as the others. So I'm glad I got a little bit of a better deal on this one. But anyway, let's take a look at the Spinjitzu Slam, which you probably already know how it works if you watched any of the other reviews. So if you're unfamiliar with the Spinjitzu Slam mechanism for some reason, it's the same build in all of the sets that it appears in. It features this new part on the bottom of the spinner that's sort of like a screw, where, you know, you'll twist it in to place. It'll raise this up, and you're going to push down on that in order to launch it. Obviously, you're going to want to push down on it a lot harder to make it actually spin. That was just, you know, for demonstration purposes. But the other new part introduced is this piece here, which actually goes all the way down and to the end of this tile that's raised up a little bit. That's all one part. And, you know, it just sticks right in there, and you build up a little bit around it to, you know, give it a little bit of a base and make it a little bit sturdier. But that's the only thing special about it. And other than that, this is completely identical in build to the other ones, just color swapping out, you know, the green or the white for blue, and the trans green or trans blue for these trans neon orange parts. And the spinner itself for J features a dual molded design of silver and also that same trans neon greenish yellow color, which is the same color combination as his mask. And, you know, in order to actually demonstrate the slam feature, just like that, and it'll go flying off the desk. Unfortunately, I don't have like a little barrier anywhere that will stop it from going away, so let's see if we can get a better example. There we go. It was sort of, but there's a gap back here, so it's really like almost impossible for me to demonstrate this well in this space because it wants to travel forward as well. There we go. That's a pretty decent spin. Of course, the figure wasn't inside it, but, you know, it works the same way whether or not the figure's in it or not. So, you know, that's pretty much how these Spinjitzu Slams work. But this isn't the only thing included in the set. As with all the Spinjitzu Slams, there's this little side thing that is designed to work with the spinners. This one is kind of weird. It's just a spring-loaded shooter, and, you know, you just shoot it out like that, like a regular spring-loaded shooter. It's on this weird triangular base, which I guess that's a cool part to get, but I don't know why they're using it as the base here. But they kind of shaped this up to look like a mini shrine or something. I don't know. And it has clips on the sides for 2 extra bolts. And the point is, you would launch that, but hopefully do it successfully. And then you would attempt to shoot it, but that doesn't work when it's off screen. Okay, and then you would attempt to shoot it like that and probably fail, as we just did. So, you know, even if you do shoot it over, which it is hard to do because it's hard to get this to actually spin in a reasonable area, but if you do get that to work and you do shoot it, it really rarely will want to actually even fall over. I just hit it there off camera because you couldn't see it because I can't get this to stay in frame, and I don't have like 4 hands. But, you know, even if you do get that to work, it doesn't really knock the spinner over or do anything to it at all. So I don't know. This is kind of a lame little side build, at least with the other things. You know, with the Zane one, you had other stuff that you could launch around. With the Lloyd one, you had stuff that you could knock over, and it's relatively easy to knock stuff over when your spinner's moving in large circles. But this one, I don't know, this doesn't do anything for me at all. And the figure included is this exclusive Forbidden Spinjitzu version of J. Of course, this isn't the one from the show, because the ones from the show are actually in the set. the different Forbidden Spinjitzu variants, where you can actually see their Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu Season 11 suits underneath. Here, I don't know. These ones are a little bit weird. Haven't been a fan of the other ones, and honestly, this one is probably the worst yet. You can see the legs are the same as the Season 11 suits, exactly the same. They don't really blend too well into the torso, but that's not a huge problem here. I don't hate the leg reuse. It's probably better here than it is on Zane, for example. But I don't know, the arms here are little. I don't know. I don't like the silver and neon yellow combination. I don't know. It just doesn't look that great to me. The printing on the torso looks okay. The printing on the torso is exclusive to this figure and this set. And on the back, it looks fine, but it looks like it's like an oversimplified art style. The head print, though, I do really like, where he's got the energy showing up there. His mask is dual molded in silver and trans neon yellow-ish. And he does actually have an alternate facial expression on the back, and that alone is pretty cool. You can just put this onto any of the post-Ninjago movie J's, and it'll look fine. It's a nice new expression. But this one works pretty well for this particular version of the character. It's just, I don't like the color scheme of the mask. You could probably plop this head on the regular Forbidden Spinjitzu suit from the regular retail sets. I forget which one J comes in. It might be the Shuricopter, but whatever set the Forbidden Spinjitzu J comes in, you just plop this face on, and that'll probably look pretty good. But just, I don't know, this particular torso and mask for this character I'm not a huge fan of, though they are both exclusive in these color combinations. Overall, this is definitely my least favorite of the Spinjitzu Slam sets. I don't know, the figure here, I didn't love the other two, but this one is a new level of worse. I think probably the best of the figures from these is the Zane one, just because the alternate face is nice to get. And, you know, it's, the mask works well with Zane's color scheme. But, you know, the Lloyd one's okay. This one is kind of, like, the face is cool, but the rest of it's kind of whatever. The Slam feature is exactly the same as the other sets, so I can't really knock this one compared to the others on that. What I did say in the other reviews, though, is that it's cool. I don't know if you need multiple, though, because you can't really get these to battle each other. Like, you saw how it just kind of moves all over the place. You can't really target it anywhere. It'll just go. The side build here kind of sucks. I don't see it adding any value at all to the set, really. It doesn't look good. It doesn't work well. It's just kind of there. And I guess, sure, you get a couple pieces, but... And it's probably better than having nothing there in its place, but I would prefer it if they could do something interesting with it, like the builds in the Lloyd one actually look decent. You can put them up with the Forbidden Ice Castle, and wouldn't look too out of place. The little training dummy build from the Zane one, that looks great. You can put that in pretty much any Ninjago display, but this one here just kind of has nothing going for it. So overall, I'm going to have to rate this as probably the worst of the Spinjitzu Slam sets. Again, I don't have the 2-pack yet, but it doesn't look worse than this. But, if you really, really like Jay, maybe you'll like this figure. The face is nice to get. So there are a couple redeeming qualities, and if you see the 3 and you want this more than the others, then, by all means, go for it. If your plan was just to get one of these to try it out, I would say don't pick this one over the other two. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.